Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Yes, the very first one of 2024. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Glad to be back with you, and I hope that you've had a lovely break. If you're still on break, I hope that you continue to enjoy it. And if you school districts don't go back until the 8th. So I hope that you get to enjoy the extra time. I go back today, but it has been a wonderful 2 weeks. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime, and good to see you. Happy 2024. Yeah, thank you so much for joining in. What did you do? What are your memories? What are some memories from this break for you? And yeah, thank you so much for joining in here on Storytime. It is indeed wonderful to be back here together, and yeah, got some time to definitely think about what the holidays mean, or indeed what that time means around, being with family and of course friends and so much. And yeah, really appreciate the amazing people out there that you're able to talk to and can help put your heart at ease, put your mind at ease, and just let you know that they understand. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. We bring back a favorite to Storytime today, and this one is called Heartstring. It's coming back. It is written and illustrated by Brooke Boynton-HUGHES, and we are reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Yes, new year. Wow, we still have the amazing Chronicle Books giving us books to read here on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in, and yes, indeed, to all the amazing creators that we've worked with so far, publishing houses, independent publishers, everybody out there that has been a part of the Storytime community. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to an amazing year together as well. Thank you so much for joining in, and yeah, please get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. We will be getting started with our book very, very shortly, but before then, of course, I'd love to see who is here with us today on Storytime, and yeah, see how you are doing. Thank you so much for joining in today. Good morning to you, Megan, and how are you doing, Ari, out there in a cold and cloudy Kentucky today? Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And yes, it is good to be back. Morning ingredients in full effect. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Yes, thank you indeed, Megan and Ari. I hope that you're all doing well. Sending you the biggest of hugs this year, and of course, hope to see you on many, many more story times. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And today we're reading, Heartstring, and it's a book that I love. And I thought this week we should go with the theme of love, and I hope that that's what it is, about 2024 is all about, just loving ourselves, loving, like those around us, and just, remembering to tell the people in our lives that we love that we do just so. Thank you so much for joining in, and this one is called Heartstring, and today, reading this one especially for somebody special out there. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I hope that it resonates with you all as well. Thank you you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. One more time, thank you, Megan, and thank you, Ari, for joining in. And to everybody that is joining us later on for the recordings or indeed right here live right now, well, thank you so much for being here. And remember, too, that you can catch Storytime at storytimewithmrlimata.com on Facebook and YouTube. And we did mention, too, this year we are going to be in full effect streaming to Instagram as well. So that will be happening. Look forward to that one. Thank you so much for being here. And then on Thursday, we have a guest coming back to Storytime. Edward Pico will be back here with us with his brand new book. So look out for that one as well. And yeah, more information to come. But Edward Pico will be here with us on Storytime. Good morning to you. How are you doing today, Marietta? Happy 2024. Thank you so much for joining in and say good morning from a 20-degree and sunny Harvard, Massachusetts. Happy New Year, you say. Well, Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. 20 degrees. Oh my goodness. What is mine? I think I have a low of, it says a low of 45 today, and then a high of 59. And right now it is 47. So, yeah, a tiny bit better, a tiny bit warmer than it is for you, Marietta, out there. I don't know if better is the word, but a tiny bit warmer out here. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, Henry, sending you love as well. Happy 2024. Marietta, you and the entire family sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Please get ready, get comfortable, as we will be reading Heartstring coming up very shortly from Brooke BOYNTON-HUGHES, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Catch me on the other side of this very short when we're back for more Storytime. Thank you for being here with us today on Storytime.
You're watching Storytime with Maple and Cypress. Just kidding. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Classic. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Ari. Thank you for joining us here on Storytime. And that laugh in the background, Megan, priceless. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Heartstring, written by Brooke BOYNTON-HUGHES, written and illustrated by Brooke BOYNTON-HUGHES, and we are reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Find it at your local library. Thank you indeed for joining in here on Storytime. And I have to show you as well the Andes. There you go. Can you see that? Yeah, I think there you go. So I know if it's a library book, it'll be taped up and tacked away. You might not be able to see that. But if you find it at, one of those small libraries, the little libraries dotted around different places, or indeed if you find one copy wherever you find books, you should be able to see that as well. Thank you so much for joining in here on Storytime. Oh, yes. Love it. So true. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And here we go with our story for today. The first one of 2024. Heartstring, written by Brooke BOYNTON-HUGHES, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. There is a string, an invisible string, that ties my heart to yours. Yeah. There is a string, an invisible string, that ties my heart to yours. There is a string, an invisible string, that ties my heart to yours. Even if we have not yet met, my heart is tied to yours. Yeah. There is a string, an invisible string, that ties my heart to yours. Even if we have not yet met, my heart is tied to yours. Across the garden, across the street, over the city, and through the trees. Yeah. And so it goes. Across the garden, across the street, over the city, and through the trees. My heart is tied to yours. Yeah, across the garden, across the garden, across the street, over the city, and through the trees. My heart is tied to yours. Oh, yes, it is. My joy is yours. Your sorrow is mine. Yeah. My heart is tied to yours. My joy is yours. Your sorrow is mine. When you laugh, I feel your light. Ah, yes. When you laugh, I feel your light. Good morning, Patricia. I would love that. Yes. When you laugh, I feel your light. Yeah. Over mountains, across waving plains, beneath brightest sun or storm and rain. Yeah, no matter what. Over mountains, across waving plains, beneath brightest sun or storm and rain. Yeah. Yes, come what may, my heart is tied to yours. Yeah. When you feel alone or lost, remember the invisible string. Yeah. When you feel alone or lost, remember the invisible string. We all have moments like that, don't we? Yeah. For even in the dark of night, my heart is tied to yours. Yes, when you feel alone or lost, remember the invisible string. For even in the dark of night, my heart is tied to yours. Yes, indeed. For even in the dark of night, my heart is tied to yours. Across the ocean, on highest peak, over desert sand, in river deep. Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. Across the ocean, on highest peak, over desert sand, in river deep. My heart is tied to yours. Yes, 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 yes. My heart to yours, and yours to mine, over the land, the ocean, the sky. Yeah. My heart to yours, and yours to mine, over the land, the ocean, the sky. My heart to yours. Yes. And yours to mine. Yeah. Over the oceans, on the highest peak. around the world, over the sky. My heart is yours. My heart to yours, and yours to mine. My heart is tied to yours. Yeah. And that is the end of our story. Yeah. And I hope that 2024 is just that for all of us here. This wonderful community. Heartstrings. Yeah. Connected hearts. This one written and illustrated by Brooke Boynton-Hughes. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope you enjoyed it. And please remember too that you can always go back into the archives and enjoy it. And of course, ask for it at your local library. Ask for it wherever you find books. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And couldn't agree more with you. Patricia, you say, good book. It is indeed a lovely book. Such a beautiful book. Agree with you, Megan. Thank you so much. And yeah, this one today, this reading in particular today, going to someone special out there. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that it continues to just lift up the spirits going into this brand new year. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. One more time, Happy New Year to you as well, Patricia. Thank you so much for joining in. Please be in touch so we can make the visit happen for sure. I'll be right back after this short break. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. See you on the other side.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda with Amanda Weltman Photography. I'm a photographer and printmaker based in the Pacific Northwest, and I believe that your face deserves wall space. Enjoy today's story time with my favorite storyteller, Mr. Limata.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much. And Amanda, happy New Year to you out there in the Pacific Northwest. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And yes, like Amanda says, your beautiful faces deserve war space, so you know where to go. Amanda Waltman Photography. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful book that we had, Heartstring, coming to us from Brooke Boynton-Hughes and Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them indeed for sharing such amazing books here with us. And of course, tomorrow as well, we stick around, we stay with Chronicle Books, and we'll be bringing back another favorite. And as we go into the brand new year, what do I wish for all of you out there? What do you wish for your loved ones? What do you wish for yourself? And that's what we'll be looking at tomorrow, is I Wish You More. This one will be coming to us from Emmy Cross Rosenthal and Tom Lichtenheld, and we will be reading this one again with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. So please keep an eye out. Join us tomorrow for this wonderful book, I Wish You More. Cannot wait to share that one. But today was all about the heart. Heartstring, love, yes. And thank you so much for joining in here on Storytime. And absolutely will continue to put my heart into this Storytime, this wonderful community. And always good to have you here with us here on Storytime. Have yourselves a wonderful 2024. And there'll be challenges here and there, but we're all here together. And I hope we continue to power through. And it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes we're not going to feel the best. Sometimes we're not going to feel our greatest. But I hope that we can still get back up from that and continue on moving. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. Much love from me. Big hugs to each and every one of you. 2024 will be a good year. I cannot wait. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And I'll catch you again tomorrow when we're back with another beautiful book, I Wish You More. To everybody that was joining us today, thank you indeed for being here with us one more time. Thank you, Ari and Megan, for being a part of the wonderful ingredients of Storytime. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And of course, good morning to you one more time. Marietta joining us out there in Harvard, Massachusetts. Thank you for being here. Henry, good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Maple, good morning to you. And of course, Syrup, Maple, Syrup, Maple, thank you so much for joining in as well. Cyrus, thank you so much. Cypress, thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Oh my goodness, getting all the names mixed up. Thank you indeed for being here. Patricia, thank you so much for joining in and looking forward to more contact so we can definitely make the visit happen this year. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And yes, indeed, we did have a wonderful, wonderful book, a beautiful book indeed. And like Patricia says, Happy New Year to each and every one of you out there. I'll see you again tomorrow for more story time. Much love from me. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Give me all of your stories, some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.